baby.
Christina Aguilera era, gotta get it and go. 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 Get it and go.
Professional, I get rid of you fools. Make you dudes sing the blues when I'm dropping these Jews. The skills that I possess, I got all the tools. I'm taking niggas straight back to school. And a brother don't tell, you should know the rules. I'm riding this beat like I'm riding a mule. Play a battle rapper, challenge you to a duel. Freeze a box flow, cause I'm just that cool. Spit metaphors, cause I'm raw for sure. I only got you niggas wanting more. Why niggas flow cancer, I'm the motherfucking cure. All element, cause the shit is pure. I'm thinking, what the fuck are we waiting for? Time waits for no man, to get it is the program. Trying to knock holes through the whole dam. That these homies blow, oh, that's the whole plan. Heat the track just to give you a tan, to let you suckers know who I am.
Christina Aguilera era, gotta get it and go. 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 Sean Doe is blazing, the streets are saying he's amazing. Perfect intended, your hooky class, pleading their fifth ass. Niggas fragile as thin glass. Fees at the hourglass, miss your chance to advance. For knuckleheads, you moving too slow. You gotta get it and go. I approach with every molecule, down the hell follicle, the mic in upright position. Intent is ear collision. You rockin' that shit right here is where you need to listen. I'm from the backwood where youngest cook crack good. A Mac can still get hood to your back. You can still flatline, or you can still get stitched on to one time. Catch me with boss players to pluck you up off of here. When that dope plane take flight, some niggas just might. I know the night light, the spotlight was cops flashlight. I threw the coke in the bushes, sandwich bag airtight.
Down for the dough, I gotta get it and go. We running this thing like the give and go. Hear it in the sound that is classic code. I'm thinking way far past them foes, trying to take this thing international. But I keep my mind rational. Like I said, I'm like a natural. This shit we making straight masterful, and BUZ got them classic quotes.
Christina Aguilera era, gotta get it and go. Christina Aguilera era, gotta get it and go. Christina Aguilera era, gotta get it and go. Christina Aguilera era, gotta get.
What's going on? What's going on? Once again, it's your man Chris B, aka Buzz, back again with another video. Now, tonight, I wanted to revisit a topic that was front and center at the beginning of the year. Now, when the homie Cat Williams went on Shannon Sharp and did an interview, he brought a lot of things back into the forefront that I think a lot of people have forgot about. Now, this was in January. They recorded that interview in December, but it dropped in January. And here it is, almost the end of April, and we're still talking about that interview and things from that interview. And one of the things in particular that I wanted to talk about tonight is it a ritual in Hollywood for black men to put on dresses? Cat Williams seemed to think so. So I wanted to revisit this topic because it seems like there is a ritual for black men in Hollywood. Now, I'm of the opinion that, you know, there's two things that you probably have to do. It's looking like to become famous. Maybe it's either a blood sacrifice, in my opinion, or you got to do the other stuff. And y'all know what I mean by the other stuff. You got to put on a dress and humiliate yourself in front of the world just for fame. Now, hell, one will say, damn, Buzz, damn, Chris, you know, shit, you trying to get on, I'm in Hollywood, man, I'm trying to do what I gotta do to make it through the door. And damn, shout out to my own self, goddamn, maybe it is a good thing that I didn't pursue acting. Little known secret, your boy a long time ago. My mama still give me hell about this to this day. She paid $325 for me to take acting classes at a school called John Robert Powell. I kind of enjoyed it, you know what I'm saying? Because I had a childhood guy that I knew that ended up being on the Cosby Show. Y'all know him as Bud. His name in real life is Dion Richmond. Shout out to Dion wherever y'all. I ain't seen him in years, but you know, back in the days, you remember me from Mine Hall, and your sister used to go to Mine Hall. But you know, so I like acting. And I went to this school, acting school. It was good and everything, but I guess I was nervous. Now your boy had a chance to be on Lean on Me. Remember the character Sam's? Smoke crack, brother. That could have been me, y'all. But I blew it. Your boy blew it. His shot in front of the lights, I blew it. And I'll never forget that, man. One of my homeboys where I lived at, you know, shout out to James, he was telling me about a statewide or citywide casting call for a movie, Lean on Me. So I went down there, there was a lot of people in the line. And to make a long story short, I made it through that line, made it inside. And I actually met Morgan Freeman. Shout out to Morgan Freeman. Shook his hand. He told me good luck. But when I got in front of them lights and they told me the lines, I forgot my lines. I froze up, y'all. You know, they told me, they said, we'll call you. We'll call you. So I blew my shot. Maybe that's a good thing, because the way it's turning out now, you have to do some wicked things in this world just to make it in Hollywood. And one of the interesting things from the Cat Williams interview was that the compromising positions that they try to put these Black actors in. So tonight, I wanted to share a video. There's a lot of videos on this topic. There's a lot of videos on the men in dresses and the men in war dresses over the years. But I figured I'd share the video from Abba and Preach, because they was talking about some different things. I think they came at it from a different angle. I mean, this is the same thing that's being exposed, but I think they went about it in a different way. And I wanted y'all to check this out and see what y'all thought about it. And I'll do some commentary along the way. But here we go.
You better put that nasty ass tongue back in your mouth. Rip it out. Yes, ma'am.
Oh, you ain't gotta protect me from Cletus. Come on, Cletus. Come on.
Miss Shelley?
The what?
It's nothing new for male comedians to wear dresses and portray women on screen for laughs. You just saw Eddie Murphy, Martin Lawrence, and Robin Williams in some of the iconic movie roles. Is this part of the recipe of success or a cheap humiliation tactic? Comedian Cat Williams brought the debate to the forefront during a one-on-one with Shannon Sharp.
Yo, he did not just put him in a dress. He said Sharon Sharp. That was a crazy slip.
That was the crazy slip.
Yeah. Yeah, Sharon Sharp.
You could.
She had a great NFL career. That is wild.
But he was really good with the heels. I mean, the cleats. I mean, the clits.
Martin tried to put me in my first dress. When he had to go on his hiatus, he tell me, Cat, when I come back, I need you. You my young partner, you my brother in comedy. When I come back, just promise me that my next movie, it'll be me and you. We gonna do it together. We gonna do some buddy cop shit. I said, Martin, you got my motherfucking word. Go do what you gotta do. When you come back, I'm in your movie. Don't trip. I don't need to see the script or nothing. You know, we get in that office and this fool pull out Big Mama's House 2. I almost died. And I gotta read this script from all these good white people. Where this nigga want me to get in a dress with him. And I'm literally saying to everybody, why is he in a dress again? You already played the old lady as an FBI agent. We can play anything now. We can be playing a dog catcher this time. Why do we need to be in a dress? And I get so mad, I say, you don't want me. You want Brandon T. Jackson. And that's who they went and got. Twice I said it, they went and got him. Just like I'm telling you, I had that other dude's work. I had all of it. That's how I got in this position.
I sure hope I have.
He's drinking that cognac like he's sipping tea. I love it. Cognac is the new tea of 2024.
Kevin just shook it off and said that although it never happened to him, he never messed with something that could mess up his whole brand.
I definitely haven't ran into to put on the dress. I mean, you know, you have to have boundaries. You have to have limits that you refuse to cross.
And see, a lot of people remember Kevin Hart for saying this before he had really blew up. So you have to wonder what the thinking was behind it, you know what I'm saying? And how much pressure was on him to wear that dress. It got to be a reason why they want to do this to black men, certain black men, because, you know what I'm saying, of course, we know Denzel ain't wore no dress, but it's other rituals that you might have to perform too. In my opinion, some of them weirdos, like when you bang their wife. And I believe for some of them, they took that ritual. Some of our brothers took that ritual. Okay, if I'm gonna be out there, y'all gonna have me, I ain't doing none of that weirdo stuff, but I bang your wife. In my opinion, that's what I think. Actors like Denzel, Morgan Freeman, Danny Glover, Ice Cube. I think those actors like that and those black men and black actors that didn't wear dresses, I think there was other rituals that they had y'all perform. In my opinion. Because as you can see in this day, they can ruin anybody. So in some kind of way, in some kind of fashion, you had to play ball with Hollywood to get to an A-list actor, in my opinion. But let's continue.
Hey, you got to know that you're a brand.
Yeah.
I'm a brand. You need to protect your brand at all times.
But get this, a few years down the line, Kevin popped up in an SNL sketch in a dress, and almost immediately his whole career skyrocketed.
So, you know, some of us make choices. I think it's not a biggest choice for others. I'm saying at the end of the day, Kevin doesn't have to worry about what people are going to say about him wearing a dress because of the long line of dress wearing people before him. So now we have Big Mama's House 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
I've never seen Medea in a pantsuit. I think she wears dresses. So now I'm saying, why are we picking on poor little Kevin Hart? Because it was his turn next.
LegalZoom makes it simple to start an LLC in 3 easy steps. Your business dreams are as close as your fingertips. Just answer a few basic questions. And
some of us are against the Illuminati, and we are against the Illuminati at our own detriment. When people are against the Illuminati, then they get punched in the face all the time. The press hates them, and nobody likes them.
Now, this was a hot topic. I remember like 10, 20 years ago. Like this was a thing that a lot of comics were talking about.
Yeah. When I see that they put every black man in the movies in a dress at some point in their career, I'll be connecting them down like, why all these brothers gotta wear a dress?
Both of us who watched the Jamie Foxx show loved the Jamie Foxx show. That is
facts. I used to watch that when I was living in Ethiopia. Okay. Love the Jamie Foxx show.
It was
the whole cast was amazing.
It was on reruns.
Yeah.
Different than the fact that Martin and Jamie are really gonna do Sinead and Wanda as a movie.
Cat Williams was trying to always say, Brandon, don't wear a dress.
You see, because once you do Sinead and Wanda as a movie, and we already have Big Mama's house, and we know Brandon T. Jackson, that nigga showed up with his dress.
Oh, yeah. He was saying in the media, so I thought he was heckling me.
He was ready to be in 1 and 2.
He was really trying to help me at the time. I didn't know that. I was immature. Right. I feel like, dang, why I'm trying to make it.
You just start wondering how many niggas really need to wear a dress.
Why you bashing me? And then he was trying to warn me, don't get in the dress.
I'll say this, all the celebrities getting mad at Cat right now. All these guys, all the top people having something to say about him. I think it's crazy that all these people got something to say, but they kept their mouth shut when it was Harvey Weinstein. They kept their mouth shut when it was P. Diddy. Ain't it crazy? You got people actually doing physical harm, pushing themselves on people. None of these motherfuckers have nothing to say, but then when it's Cat, who has no power over them, all of a sudden now they outspoken.
I think there's an important point that he's making, that you got to go along to get along. And now we know that. Shout out Kwame Brown.
That's why I wouldn't take much credence in what most of these goofballs have to say, because most of these celebrities are just for the cash. They can talk about they for the people, they for the security, they want to protect their own, blah, blah, blah. But y'all let P. Diddy run through a bunch of your homies. And you clapped. And you showed him love. And you linked on his Instagram.
That's a good point.
And okay, all these motherfuckers do. They all know.
That's a good point.
They all know. So don't take none of these people seriously when they got so much to say about Cat. I'm not saying Cat is Jesus. I'm not saying Cat walks on water. Okay, I'm not saying Cat hasn't lied or whatever it is.
Or don't have his fault on whatever.
It doesn't mean that he's not saying the truth right now about a lot of this stuff. Mm-hmm. So all these people who have so much to say, I'm like, where were y'all when all this other shit was happening? It's crazy how quiet y'all were because you were protecting your career. But all of a sudden now you might have the integrity to come out and speak about things when it's
Cat don't have power over you. So you say shit.
Listen, a person's character is tested when they have something to lose. And y'all notice when they got something to lose, when it came to P. Diddy, all these rappers who all about the street life and all this other shit, they keep their fucking mouth shut. Mm-hmm. But now that it's Cat, they want to say something. Listen.
And why is it so important? And they tell you shit like, but it's funny, is it?
They come in. And it is crazy. Hey, listen, editor, put in the pictures. It is insane how many guys during that era put on a dress. Mm-hmm. Now, I'm not a conspiracy brain person. I don't even think it's a conspiracy like that. People might, that's not. I just think Hollywood's lazy. The same way they won't put out stop putting out nerd superhero movies because they make money. They just put niggas in dresses because they thought that's how black guys were always going to be successful. They always typecasted black people and minorities in general. Asians were always relegated to this. Latinos were gang members and gangbangers pretty much every time. And then black people were often put in dresses, and it changed over time. But I just think that was the mindset back then. And this will sound weird. I'm not against cross-dressing. I actually think, like, especially in the world of theater and stuff like that, it has its place. Okay. But when it's compelled so you can fit some kind of stereotype, when it's like a typecasting thing, I'm against all typecasting. Okay. I'm against all typecasting. And also, I also come from a culture where men wear what people call dresses. Okay. We have these long robes. You would qualify it as a dress if a woman wear it. Men wear it. But that's different. It's cultural. It's not compelled. It is something that we all do, and they're not made to be worn as if it was a traditional woman's dress. All right, hold on. I should have it in here somewhere. Okay.
Yeah. Now I think that is an important point that in some cultures it is a cultural thing for men to wear something that quote people would see as a dress. You know what I'm saying? People that would see it as a dress, but that's in their culture. You know what I'm saying? But we always had cross dressers, like he said before, but they always knew their place. They stayed where they needed to stay. It was the same with gay people back in the days. Everybody knew the places that gay people hung out at, and that if you went down there, that's where you wanted to be. And they always knew that. It was all that radical stuff that came along that wanted to put everything out in everybody's face. that mess things up, in my opinion, for the regular acting gay people that just wanted to be left alone to live their lifestyle. But, you know, when they wanted to come out and put it in everybody's face, I think that's when it become a problem. And with this dress thing, okay, like Ocho Cinco said, stay with me, stay with me. Shout out Ocho. Stay with me. Okay, if you got all these black actors coming up in Hollywood making all these type of money, you have to have some kind of form of control in some sort of way. If you own this, if you own Hollywood, you know what I'm saying? So you have to put in place rituals or certain things that these people have to do to acquire the position that they hold in Hollywood. Even if they're higher ranking income earners, A-list actors, it's a price for that. And, you know, I think the error correlation to me is the dope game, because, you know, the higher up you go, the more corrupt it is. You would like to think, okay, you get to the kingpin level and you making it, but in reality, you dealing with more of the dregs of society than anybody, because you might have to give up somebody. Your plug may be the police. There's all kinds of wicked stuff that go on at the top of these industries. And it's no different in Hollywood, in my opinion. Like I've said in previous videos, don't unalive me. I'm just talking, y'all. I'm just talking. I'm just ranting. But don't unalive me. But I think this is a serious issue that mysteriously, in my opinion, has went away. A lot of people are talking about a lot of different things from that Cat Williams interview. But this thing about the rituals in Hollywood and how Hollywood operate has eerily gone away of the media. They're talking about the beefs. Now, Cat Williams, he sparked different beefs. He sparked beefs. Like when you hear the Quavo and Chris Brown right now, a lot of people try to contribute that to Cat Williams. But nah, in actuality, they wanted that stuff to go away. That was the part of the interview that they really hated from Cat Williams on Club Shay Shay. It was that part. The exposing of what Hollywood does to these actors, not only black actors, white actors go through this as well. You can see Matthew McConaughey, he came out and said some things about it's a ritual basically that you have to go through. Nobody tells you, but you just have to figure it out on your own. And in a lot of ways, that's what the problem is. That runs rampant everywhere. And you can find them forms of control in all aspects of American life, even in our politics. You see what Trump's going through now. And I'm not going to get into that because you already know. But there's a lot of weird shit at the top of these industries that nobody is held accountable for. Some of these wicked people that operate in these industries to just get away with whatever they want to do. Me and you, they lock us under the jail. We'd be gone. Gonski. Gonski wonski. We'd be gonski wonski if we did that. But you know what I'm saying? If you're a Harvey Weinstein or particular people of those ilk, you get away with it until you're no longer protected by the powers that be. And I think it's one of those things that where they did this to our black men in some sort of humiliation and ritual. With that, unfortunately, a lot of black men chose. But let's continue.
That's July.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I don't know how you call it in Ethiopia.
All right. Just so you can see, it goes all the way down. Incredibly comfortable. Okay. I'm not gonna lie. Wearing one of these is my favorite thing, especially when it's hot. You don't wear no underwear underneath. You feel the wind on your balls. Shit feels amazing. Pause. But I do it out of my own wants. Okay. I would feel incredibly uncomfortable if they, pulled up one of them fucking Forever 21 skirts or whatever these women be wearing, okay, and said, yo, you need that there's not a chance in hell I would ever do that. Wow, it's weird seeing Jamie Foxx in a dress.
No, it was back then in living color.
Yeah.
It was I remember that clearly.
Yeah. I'll say this. I know exactly how this dress thing happens. Okay, this is what happens. You're with your agent. You're in a meeting. And then some producer comes out of nowhere. It's like, listen, guys, I have an idea. Go ahead, stay with me. What if we put you in a dress with lots of makeup on, it's looking very feminine with your broad shoulders, and make you do a dance? That's how it happens. And then you're like, nah, like, come on, I think it'd be really good. It's going to be a hit. You didn't see when Martin did it? And they'll start selling you on this shit.
I chose St. George's University School of Medicine because at the time that I wanted to go into medicine.
And then the meeting will end and you have some reservations. You have some issues. Then your agent starts nudging you because they want to make their commission like, yo, come on. This is your big break. Don't you want to make it in Hollywood? Huh? Don't you want to make it on the big screen? There's other movies lined up. Do you know who that guy is and who he's connected to? If you reject him, you're going to cost the studio so much money and you're going to pass on this chance and someone else is going to take your shot.
That's whenever you have a sleazy fucking agent.
Most agents sleazy.
My agent is my homie.
And I think he just laid it out perfectly of how these people do to try to manipulate certain people into doing their will. You know what I'm saying? Why else would they use Martin and some of our greats, our quote unquote greats of this society, to get men to put them in compromising positions to where they do stuff that they wouldn't normally do, or they normally wouldn't choose to do. But when they put your whole career on the line, you maybe have to make these decisions. Now, like I say, from the outside looking in, you could say, nah, man, I got integrity. I ain't doing that shit. But really, would you? When the chips are down and it's your only way, would you put on that dress? That's a moral question, I believe. A moral question. Y'all say question? Sometimes you gotta love the struggle stream. Sometimes you gotta love the grind. But the point is, when the chips are down, are you gonna make that decision? We'll see.
My manager is my best friend, and shit like that. It's a weird thing that I didn't want to be part of happen, because you have to understand one thing is that we do this, you do thing, and it's one thing, but you have to understand that I have a whole ass career here where we at right now. Okay, so I got movie gigs and stuff. I got TV gigs and I got commercial gigs and stuff like that. And shady shit has happened in the past, and stuff that I don't want to be part of has happened, proposition and that. And the minute I say no, it's a no. I've never been put in a position, but I know exactly what you're talking about because I've seen it firsthand. I've seen it from other people. I'm like, ugh, that could.
But see, you know what I'm saying, the thing that priests don't understand is that, you know, he's not in that Hollywood circle, you know what I'm saying? They basically made their money, you know what I'm saying, on YouTube and the internet, and that's the new wave. So you don't get propositioned by some of these people. They may, in certain ways, they may try to get at you, but for the most part, they ain't trying to get at you like that. But like when you're in Hollywood, and Hollywood is a different thing. It's a difference between a TV superstar and a Hollywood superstar. And those differences are millions and billions. So if you have to be in that situation, you may have to do certain things because these people are investing millions in you. You know how some of these budgets on some of these movie sets roll? So if you're a struggling actor, you may do what you have to do just to get in the spotlight. But once again, I pose the question, especially for black men, because like I said before, it's not they put white men in dresses before too. Kurt Russell, Patrick Swayze, they put white men in dresses before. But it seems like for this day and age, why is it the thing for black men to become successful in Hollywood to wear a dress? But let's continue.
Oh no!
Yeah,
being pushed on what you're talking about is very real. I'm very, very grateful and very lucky to have the people that I have around me. But what you're saying is exactly how it works. Yeah. And the studios and the people are going to talk to you like that. And sometimes if they know your agent is going to back you up all the time, like my agent and my manager back me up, they're going to not want to speak to your agent. They're going to want to speak to you directly. They're going to bypass your agent, right? And sorry about that. No pun intended. Go by the back door. Yeah. That's what they're going to try to do. And that's 100% true.
The writer comes in. I think he's the writer. He's like, Dave, listen, you got this hilarious scene where Martin's sneaking out of jail. So he disguises you as a prostitute. And he put this dress.
Isn't that literally what I described?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yo, these producers are the corniest motherfuckers you've ever seen. I don't even know how they have jobs, bro. Talentless hacks. And they come at you like it's a good idea. And you as a talent are sitting there like nigga, are you high? Yo, what the did you smoke? That's what you're thinking. You're not going to say it because you don't want to lose a job. But in your head, are you high? You find a professional way to say no. But in your head, you're like, I can't believe this is real.
Many of you already know her. She's a 68-year-old pistol-packing grandma who is quickly becoming box office gold. You know her from last year's smash hit, Diary of a Bad Black Woman.
But he is a drag queen.
Dave Chappelle was decapitated in front of us. And until we deal with that, until we deal with the fact that a devout Muslim who doesn't eat bacon was accused of being a crackhead.
And
Until we establish the fact that they said that he went to Africa to smoke cocaine.
Now see, they gave Dave Chappelle a hell in a handbasket for what he was doing. You know what I'm saying? Because he wouldn't accept the deal. And I think that was a big problem. You know what I'm saying? One Dave Chappelle in the world, struggle string king, y'all. But I love you. I mean, I'm sorry. I mean, what y'all want? I ain't got YouTube Premium yet. Hey, it's all good. It's all good in the hood.
When we know they don't have running water and food over there, when they don't have
depending where you go, but okay.
When they don't have paved roads over there,
okay, that's not true either. They have paved roads. Some places they don't. Oh, Cat, yo, listen, what you doing right now?
Hey,
yo, me and my fellow Africans are being upset. It's true, someplace. Chill out, bro. You lying?
He doesn't
don't run in water.
He doesn't walk on water. He doesn't walk on water.
Guys in South Africa, they have running water in a lot of places. Okay, I'm sure this guy's not staying
more
in the
than
fucking
South Africa.
slums.
I mean, you go to Nigeria, Senegal, you go to a
Yeah,
bunch of places.
it depends where you go, but I get what you're trying to say.
Why would you escape? You're gonna escape to Africa to do cocaine and crack.
Yeah, this is ridiculous. They don't got the good stuff over there. All the good stuff is here.
You talking about somebody who has a wife and children, 5 children, and lives on a farm?
That is true. The way that they treated Dave Chappelle. I don't remember when he said he didn't want to do the deal with Comedy Central with $50 million. They said he lost his mind because he refused the money because he didn't want to do a role that made him uncomfortable. And they shamed this man like crazy.
It makes you think, why did this man have to fly to Africa and turn down $50 million? He didn't tell his wife. He didn't tell nobody. He just did that. Why did he have to do that?
I'm not going to keep playing the video. But I just want to talk about this topic just a bit. And this was Hollywood at the time. Hollywood came out with a meta. And once the meta was established, they just try to put every black person into it, right?
Yes.
So like once the duo of black and white guy happened, then they had the Asian and the black guy. Yeah. The really funny guy and the really serious guy. And they always want to repeat it.
Yeah, that's just...
And once the black man in their dress took off, they're like, yo, how more? Right? And then a lot of people took it like this super emasculating, not realizing they just saw it as a money trend. Now, some people want to believe it's more nefarious or whatever it is. I just think it's mad corny and tacky. And all the black people who jumped on it just so they could have a chance, super corny too. There's a lot of things. What's the corniest job you've been offered?
Oh, it's when I was a dancer. Dancing in bars is the worst shit ever.
Why?
That's dancing fucking leopard prints.
Okay, I'll tell you what it was for me.
Yeah, like I'm saying, the Hollywood thing, I always found that it was really very weird. The Hollywood, I don't know. There's something I find very often weird about that, the way that you want to portray it, especially in big medias and to a lot of people and stuff like that, to all the people out there. I don't mind if it's like it's weird. I don't mind if it's in the theater setting or whatever. Maybe because the distribution is less and doesn't care. The distribution is less and it looks very less insidious. It's in the Hollywood sphere. It's really weird. It's more the way Hollywood is made. It's more than just haha. It's funny. There's a message. There's often a message or like where do you want to try to go with this? Like I look at things like, for example, every black people that have been winning Oscars and stuff like that, it's always been in a role where we talk about pain. It's always when we see black pain that you win an Oscar and stuff like that. So it's like, I don't want to go and engage into that. It's been a discussion that's been.
And I think that's a great point. Why is every time that a black person wins an Oscar or a black person gets some kind of credit in Hollywood, it's because you went through some pain. You went through some pain. Like black people don't have any joy. I think that's ridiculous. And I think that's one of those things that's where it's a stereotype for Black America that people try to portray on us that gets us messed up from our goals as a people. So the dress thing is very important because it shows you an insight on how these people operate. Let's go.
Going on for years. The Hollywood thing, putting me in a dress, I wouldn't do that. And I think it's weird. And I understand why people kind of frown about it and kind of are weirded out about it. There's something about, and it came from the way black people feel about that. Oftentimes comes from
slavery.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that. I'm talking about people here. They're like all the Americans talking about that. There's a lot of baggage that comes from that, where they would try to do buck breaking, which is what they call it back then, emasculating a man that was like just standing against authority and stuff like that. They would break them, and it's kind of a way of breaking them. People make that link with Hollywood,
sure,
with the people that are in power and the people that are trying to make it and they try to make that link. So because of those reasons, yeah, I have to see. I am biased about that,
sure,
and I feel uneasy about that because of those reasons.
And I think if you ask most of them, be it Jamie Foxx or Martin Lawrence, and you really sat down with them and they were giving you a heart to heart, I think they regret doing those roles too.
Wesley Snipes
did it too?
He was right.
Nope.
Tu Wong Fu. Come on now. John Leguizamo, Patrick Swayze, Wesley Snipes. People know. If you're older, you know. Y'all younger, y'all know. But we know.
I don't want to know.
Yes,
I don't want to.
Yes, you do.
I don't want to know.
And you need to,
because I need to stop.
Him and
don't ruin my childhood.
Him and Patrick Swayze was in a whole ass movie in a dress. It was Tu Wong Fu. What was it? What was that
making
movie?
the community look bad. We need to stop. What is up with black people getting on these platforms and feel the need to air out our dirty laundry, bro? All this to say, those are my thoughts.
Wesley.
If you go put on a dress as a dude, just make sure there's a good reason, okay? Don't do it for some change.
Swayze.
Or some strange. Anything else? All right, that's it for today.
Tu Wong Fu, thanks for everything. Tu Wong Fu. Editor, put Tu Wong Fu there.
Blah, blah. Wesley Snipes, stop your tax evasion. We still love you.
Now, shout out to Abba and Preach for that video. Shout out to Abba and Preach, you know what I'm saying? It's one of those things to where you see it. You see it right in your face. That's what they try to do. That's what they try to do to our people. Whether you take the bait or not, that's up to you. I'll leave that decision up to you. What will you do? In your heart of hearts, when these options are laid on the table for you, for the future of your career. I think that's why Cat Williams went through hell in a handbasket, but to get to the point to where he's at now. Where really, he's one of the truly, really ones that don't need Hollywood. Because he took the slings and arrows. But are the rest of us willing to take them slings and arrows? I'll leave that up to you. But, once again, it's your man Chris B, aka Buzz. Tell me what you think about this video. Like and subscribe to the channel. And I'll get with you on the flip side. Yo, it's time to get bent.
Yo, yeah, Jeter. Shout out to all my niggas in the COV sector, baby.
Shout out to all my niggas in the COV.
Bottle of liquor and loud pack. Step in the party, all fresh about that. Ladies looking good ass round, so bounce that. On the party, hold up your glass and toss a shot back. We get spent. We get bent. Bottle of liquor and loud pack. Step in the party, all fresh and bout that. Ladies looking good ass round, so bounce that. It's time to party. Hold up your glass and toss a shot back. We get spent. We get spent. We get spent. Call up my man Bus so I can see what's goody for the night. He said it's a party now.